This episode of SoldierKnowsBest is brought to you by GoDaddy. You are here. Well, actually, I am here out in Berlin, Germany. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Soldier Knows Best here. I'm here in Berlin for IFA, or IFA, which is, I kind of describe it as an international CES, where all the major companies like Sony and Samsung and Panasonic, they come out and show off their latest products they're going to be releasing here very soon for you. So anyway, today I'm going to be focusing on Sony. They had their press event yesterday, and I'm going to show you some of the cool new things, including their brand new tablets and also the Sony Walkman. Yes, that is back. I'm going to talk about some of those things real quick for you right here. So I'm going to switch over to a better place where I can record some audio. So check it out. All right, guys, this is the quietest place I can find. So hopefully it's not too much background noise. But anyway, it's going to first talk about this brand new visor that Sony is coming out with. It's a 3D visor which has two 1280 by 720 OLED or OLED panels that make it feel like you're watching a 750-inch screen. So you can, of course, you can watch movies with this thing. You can plug it into your PlayStation 3 and watch and play games. It's going to be pretty awesome. It also does have 5.1 surround sound as well. Now let's take a look at the two tablets that Sony announced today, the Tablet P and the Tablet S, and these were originally called the S1 and S2. So the bigger version is the Tablet S, which has a 1280 by 720 screen, which has true black technology, gives you some really deep blacks, and also is running Tegra 2 processor, 512 megs of RAM, and it's going to be running you about $499 for the 16 gigabyte version, and the 32 gigabyte version will be retailing for $599. Now the smaller one, which is the Tablet P, has the clamshell type of form factor, which is going to have some interesting applications that should be able to take advantage of those two screens like that. And the two screens itself are twin 5.5 inch displays. They both are 1024 by 800, and it has dual 5 megapixel cameras and also 4 gigabytes of internal memory. And both of these tablets will be running Android 3.2. Now both of these tablets should be at a game as long as there's some applications for it, but they do have the hardware, the processor for some really good gaming, again, if you can find some games that can really take advantage of it. And also too, both tablets are going to be really good for e-reading, especially the smaller one. The Tablet P has that clamshell type of form factor, which will feel just like a book, and it has its own reader store. Both of them will have that reader store, and also too has some cool things where you can take a video that's on your tablet and just swipe it up towards your TV that may be like your Sony Google TV, and swipe it up and actually go ahead and start watching that on the big screen. So that's actually a pretty cool feature. And they're really trying to get a lot of applications available for this tablet. So they have the Adobe Air App Challenge, which is sponsored by Sony. It's going to get people and developers who have Adobe Air applications kind of switch over to the Android and get those applications ready for them. So we'll see what happens because of that. But again, these will be coming out in the fall/holiday season for everybody. And Sony also announced the Sony Ericsson Xperia Arc S, and this phone is very, very sleek and very stylish. You'll see the slim design here in a second, but inside of it has a 1.4 gigahertz processor, has an 8.1 megapixel camera to take some really nice pictures. It should be able to. Has a 4.2 inch reality display, and it's going to be available in October. And just taking a look at the design right here as they put it on the big screen, it looks very, very sleek. Has some physical buttons on the front of it. It should have everything you need from a phone. We'll see how it performs when it comes out in October. And they also have a brand new e-reader that's coming out. Yeah, I know, but it should be a really good e-reader. It's multi-touch display. It's going to be Wi-Fi only, I think, beginning with. It's going to be running Android, so that has some interesting possibilities. And also Sony's bringing back the Walkman. It's not the traditional tape walking like everybody's thinking about, but it's going to be bringing out a Walkman which has a 4.3 LCD touchscreen, mini HDMI out. It should be some good things with it. We're waiting on more details about this Sony Walkman, but I would see it as a iPod Touch competitor. So anyway, guys, so this is the end of this Sony recap here, but before we head out here, it's going to take one let's look at our sponsor for this video. Get reliable, secure web hosting without the long-term contract. GoDaddy's hosting plans are bigger and better than ever with 99.99% uptime, free 24/7 support, and no annual commitment. And remember, you can download GoDaddy's free iPhone, Android, or BlackBerry app to order right from your phone, manage your current domains, and more. And for Soldier Knows Best viewers, you can get your own personal domain for only $7.99 by using the code SOLDIER3, and also check out revision3.com/GoDaddy for a list of all the amazing GoDaddy deals from Revision 3. Alright guys, that is what Sony had to show us today. Now tomorrow I'm going to be showing you some things that Samsung is bringing to the market. I think we have a couple of interesting cool cameras going to get ready to come out. Anyway, stay tuned for that. Also leave a comment down below about what new things you may want to see me cover or get some hands on with while I'm going to be out here at IFA. Again, leave a comment down below. But thanks for watching guys, and I will catch you later. Peace.